Welcome back to Aces Field. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment. Pretty good show from the Antwerp Archers and the Aces Pride marching bands, even though they did repeat a song, but that's okay. It happens. We're getting ready to kick the third quarter off, and if you are just joining us at halftime, it is the homestanding Aces leading the visiting Antwerp Archers here at halftime, 35-8. Week number 9, senior night here at Aces Field. So again, Hicksville really looking to put one in the win column for the contest here tonight. It has been an incredible first half for the young man wearing number 10 tonight. As I mentioned, Noah Carrickson, before he passed away, wore number 10 when he played on the Aces football squad. And his number was not really retired, but it's sort of held in reserve. And one of the biggest honors you can get if you are an Aces varsity football player is to have the honor to wear number 10, the jersey with number 10 on it, in the final home game of the football season. And Mason Comiso was given that honor tonight. If you notice, he still has the number 12 on the side of his helmet, his regular number. But man alive, did he just rip things up in the first 24 minutes here tonight, including a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. Tunis, a low liner, skirting along, scooped up at the 25-yard line by number 5. And number 5 is Dylan Hines. Hines normally wears number 52, but he is wearing number 5 tonight. So throughout the first half, we said number 5 because we weren't sure who he was, but we were able to track that information down at halftime. So Dylan Hines with the return out to about the 34-yard line, and that is where the Archers will get things started, 1st and 10. The other thing we found out, we checked into the incident that was going on in the end zone where we were wondering what was going on, and evidently there was some inappropriate behavior by some of the people that were in the stands down there. And I think a couple of people were escorted off the field, and things were brought under control back there. Schutte gets the snap, quick lateral out, and grabbed, catches made, and the ball advanced to about the 41-yard line, and it looked like that was Reyes with the grab over on the far side of the field. So Landon Reyes picks up about 7 on the first down play and makes it 2nd and 3 for the Archers. And then they've got a lot of ground to cover and a lot of points to make up to get themselves back into this football game. Schutte, handoff. Nothing doing out to the 40-yard line. That'll be about a yard loss. Hines gets it just across the 40-yard line. That'll be a loss of about a yard, make it 3rd and 4. Got to thank our cameraman, too, Brian. He braved the elements and ran down there and got me a hot chocolate. I was just sort of kidding about that, but he did it. That's why we like having him around. Gets that stuff taken care of. Blake Schutte. 3rd and 4. Quarterback keeper straight up the pipe, and he gets the first down. Schutte dives across the 45 out to about the 47, and that'll be good enough for first down yardage. As the Archers come out looking strong here after the intermission. Antwerp had probably a bit to talk about. Both teams kind of got burned by some penalties. Had the one technical. We weren't able to find out any more details about the technical foul that was called up against the Aces in that first half. So maybe we'll see if we can track something down about that by the time we do our next broadcast. But Schutte puts the ball in the air, man wide open, and batted away at the last minute. A great defensive play. So Kyler Baird, I had to wait for Kyler to get a little closer so I could see. I couldn't tell whether that was 11 or 12 or whatever, but Baird just rockets in at the last minute and bats the ball away and prevents Reyes from making the completion. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock stops, 10:07 on the incomplete pass. Split backs on either side of Schutte. Schutte pitches it out. That's to Sproles, and Sproles doesn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Hunter gets brought down about a yard behind the line to make it 3rd and 11. So a loss of a yard on the play, 3rd and 11. Clock continues to roll, ticking down to near 9.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Aces up 35-8. Blake Schutte dropping back to throw, and he's got some people coming after him, and it's picked off. Picked off and coming back the other way. Brought down number 11, Kyler Baird, his second big defensive play of the series, and this one is an even better one than knocking the pass down, as the ball bounced off the hands of the Antwerp receiver, and Baird was right there, scooped it up before it hit the ground, and returns it to the Antwerp 43-yard line, where it'll be Aces ball, 1st and 10. The Aces put it into the end zone here. They score 3 points or more, and then we've got the running clock will take effect, and that'll really put the Archers behind the 8 ball. Miller takes a snap. Miller hands it off. Straight up the spout. And that's Balzer with the carry, and Brody takes it to the 31-yard line, and that'll be another 1st down for the Aces. So Brody Balzer gets the Aces a 1st down. Ball advanced to the 31-yard line of the Archers, as the Aces look to capitalize on the second interception that they've been on the receiving end of tonight. Pitch back, and that is Comiso. Comiso motoring down, and that'll be another 1st down for Hicksville, as Mason gets down to about the 15-yard line. So the Aces with a 1st down at the 15-yard line now. Man in motion, quick handoff up the middle. I think that was Balzer with the carry inside the 5. Balzer gets down to about the 3-4 yard line. We'll see where they mark it officially. But that'll be 1st and goal for the Aces inside the 5. 4-yard line. Clock still rolling, 8:20. Split backs on either side. And this time it's going to be Comiso into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. That's going to make it 41-8. So Comiso with another touchdown to his credit here tonight. Scampers in from 4 yards out to make it 41-8. Travian Tunis comes out to handle the extra point duties. Again, this is the end of the field Travian likes to kick in, as he cleanly splits the uprights. Makes it 42-8, and that's going to really put the Archers behind the 8 ball now, as that should institute the running clock. And that means, of course, that with very, very few exceptions, the clock will just run no matter what until they can get the margin between themselves and the Aces on the scoreboard to under 30 points. Right now, a 34-point differential, so the Archers are going to have to score a touchdown and not allow the Aces to score anything. They just need, if they score a touchdown on this possession, they'll be able to get the clock going back to normal operation. If not, like I said, you'll be surprised how fast the time will go with the running clock in force. Getting ready to tee up the ball. 8-11, like I said, one of the few times the clock will stop under the running clock is with a change of possession. They'll stop the clock long enough for the teams to get the appropriate personnel out onto the field. Tunis, low liner, and it goes bumping down the middle of the field, and it's scooped up back at about the 16-yard line. Straight up, and that's going to be number 6 with the return, Quincy Brennerman, and Brennerman will take it out about the 29-yard line. So they'll put the ball at the 29-yard line for the Antwerp Archers. And there they go. The clock starts. So Blake Schutte and company need to get down the field and into the end zone to get the clock back to normal operation, and they'll throw the flag. And this is another thing, when they have a penalty, the clock does not stop. And that's going to be an illegal procedure call against the Archers. That'll back them up 5 and burn off a few more seconds. Like I said, the clock does not stop for penalties in the running clock situation. So the Archers will break huddle. Schutte working out of the shotgun, puts a man in motion, takes a snap, rolls out, quarterback keeper taken down from behind, and he'll be dropped at about the 23-yard line. They're going to actually say 24 is where the ball was when his knee touched. That'll make it still about 2nd and 15. No gain on the play. Schutte gets the call from the sideline. Archers break huddle. Snap, Schutte throws the ball away, and it's caught. Great catch by Sproles, but then Sproles had his foot slip out from underneath him, and he goes down. Ball is at the 22-yard line where it'll be 3rd down. And Schutte a little slow getting up after making that pass, and I think some of his teammates might have been concerned. He might have twisted his ankle or something, but they lost a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd and 17. Ball again back now at the 22-yard line. Hines, the split back beside Schutte. Schutte dropping back, looking downfield, hoping to unload, puts the ball in the air, got a man open and overthrows the receiver. Intended for number 33, Austin Wade, I think that was. But again, incomplete. Nope, I take that back. That was Trace Lengacher, number 30, who was the intended receiver, got overthrown. So 4th down and 17, and the punting unit comes out. Sproles. They get the ball to him, and he gets the punt away, and it's going to be caught at the 50-yard line. Running back to about the 43, and then cutting up field. And still on his feet, and I think he stepped out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him. I thought he stepped out of bounds, and that's where the official is standing. at about the 12-yard line. And I couldn't tell. I think that was number 6, Jonah Gipple, with the return. But I don't think Gipple was dressed tonight, so it probably was 8, Braden Langham. Gets it down to the 12-yard line, where the Aces will have it 1st and 10. Again, they will stop the clock briefly. And now we've got the Antwerp coach questioning the officials about something. You've got one football that is on the field at the 15-yard line that they're picking up, and another football that is sitting on the 12-yard line. So, not sure just what was up with that. 4:16 on the on the game clock, which should start as soon as the Aces get themselves set and the personnel get changed over. And it does. So the Aces looking to, and that was a big time false start. Yeah, you might as well laugh, because there's no way to hide from one like that, where you wind up 6 feet behind the other team's defensive line before you realize they haven't snapped the ball. So that'll back the Aces up 5. 1st and 15 now. Back at the 17-yard line. And into the end zone. Turnbull with the carry this time, and Landon takes it into the end zone to make it 48-8 and put the Aces up by 40. And Travian Tunis can come out. So far, Travian is 6 for 6. Let's see if he can keep the streak going here. Let's stop the clock for the conversion attempt, which looks to be good. It is. 49-8, 41-point lead now for the Aces. And we still have 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in our third quarter. So Antwerp really behind the 8 ball now. As again, the running clock is going to burn off that time very quickly. It's about the only circumstance where the actual playing time will very closely correspond to the time on the clock. I mean, this 3 minutes and 35 seconds that's on the game clock right now for the third quarter could very well just only take 3 minutes and 35 seconds to play out, since the clock will not stop for much of anything once this ball is kicked. Aces have 2 timeouts remaining, and have 3 timeouts remaining. The Archers have 2. So they can stop the clock at least a couple times using the timeouts. Another low liner that is scooped up at about the 21-yard line. And diving out near the 30. So 3:11, they'll again stop the clock long enough for the personnel to change on the field. So Schutte going to hang on to it himself. Schutte takes up and battles out to about the 40-yard line, close to the first down. Schutte on the quarterback keeper, might have got all 10. We'll see. And they're going to give him the first down. Clock continues to roll. We go under 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So 1st and 10 for the Archers as they advance the ball out to the 40-yard line. Schutte dropping back, looking downfield. He's being chased. Schutte gets the ball away, and it's picked off by the Aces at about the 39-yard line. So another interception and another turnover for the Aces with 2:08 to go. As things just keep looking pretty dark here for the Antwerp Archers. And we'll see what the Aces are going to do here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of the younger players coming out. And I believe that is going to be the case. It looks like they're going to turn things over to Aaron Klima, number 20, to take over as QB. And they're probably just going to keep it on the ground and just run it out and do the best they can here and burn off time on the clock. Because we still have a lot of game left to play. Klima with the handoff. Out to about to the 37, 38-yard line. Balzer got the carry. So pickup of 3. That'll make it 2nd and 7. And this is what the Aces just need to do. Just take their time, keep the ball on the ground, in the center of the field, move it down the field, and take a lot of time off the clock. Klima takes the snap, pitches it back again, and looks like a loss of a couple on the play. And Balzer this time loses a couple. And like I said, the purpose of this, too, is to make sure that your starters are able to get through the game without getting too banged up, make sure nobody gets hurt. And for the younger players, it's a chance for them to get some more valuable varsity playing experience. Klima, ball in the air, got a man open. And I think he might have caught it. He did. That was Congleton, I think number 5, made the grab. And takes it all the way down to the Antwerp 32-yard line. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Told you it goes fast. We've played 3, and it's the Aces leading the Archers here on senior night. 49-8, our 3rd quarter score. Time for another big thank you. This one goes out to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. They've been with us the entirety of the football season, underwriting all of the football games that we have covered for you. 9 of the regular season games so far. We'll be on the road for week number 10 at Wayne Trace next week. And it wouldn't be possible for us to be broadcasting these games, especially the road trips, if it weren't for the generous underwriting support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. I want to thank them so very much for being with us throughout the entirety of the football season and encourage you to stop by and check out what they've got on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Let's see if one of the cheerleaders can make it up here. They're throwing out the little footballs. We'll see if anybody can make it up into the press box. Here's the snap, Klima. And the ball loose on the turf. We'll see who's got it. The Archers say they do. And they do. So Antwerp recovers the fumble. And the Aces turn it over. for only, I believe, the second time tonight. And so Antwerp will get the ball back in fairly decent field position. Whoa! I'm not sure if that went into the press box next door. Oh. So here come the Archers. See if they can capitalize on the turnover. Schutte still out there. Long count. There's the snap. Schutte puts the ball in the air. It's caught by Sproles. Sproles cutting up field. And Sproles taken down close to the first down marker at about the 43-yard line. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. He'll make it 2nd and 9. Or excuse me, 2nd and 1 as he picks up 9. Archers will break huddle. Clock continuing to roll down to 10:25 and counting. Schutte, quick handoff right up the spout, and they grab him by the jersey, drag him down, but not before he gets to the 49-yard line to move the chains. And that would be number 33. That's Austin Wade with the carry for the Archers. So Wade gets them out to the 49-yard line, where it'll be another 1st and 10 for Antwerp. Schutte gets the snap, drops back. He's under pressure, looking for something. Schutte manages to escape and plows into a defender. He'll go up on the sideline, get the first down, and a flag is thrown on the far side. Schutte was battling his way and then running for his life along the sideline, and there was a lot of contact being made over on the far side of the field. They're marking the ball down at about the 37-yard line. And they're talking over the flag. The flag was thrown, and that's where it could be a late hit. It could be hands to the face mask. And it is going to be a personal foul, and it is going to be against the Archers. So we'll see if that was, they're going to mark it back 15 from where the play ended. So that'll move it back to the Antwerp 48-yard line. And they're saying it is a 1st down. So it must have occurred after the play was blown dead. So a personal foul after the play was blown dead moves the ball back. So it's still 1st and 10, but from the 48 rather than. And so after the play, the ball goes out to the 46-yard line to make it 2nd and 5 for the Archers. Clock has been running the entire time that we've been talking and trying to figure out what was going on, down to 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game and still rolling. Quick pass over the middle from Schutte, and again knocked down by the Aces defense. That was another one that looked like it might have been volleyballed up into the air and a chance maybe for another interception, but it falls to the turf incomplete to make it 3rd and 5. Archers break huddle. Aces adjust the defense quickly. Schutte dropping back over the middle and incomplete. The intended receiver, number 10, Parker Moore, not able to make the grab. So 4th and 5 now. And really, the Archers don't have much choice. I mean, they got to go for it here. They're down by 41 points. You can't not be in 4-down territory when you're on your opponent's side of the 50-yard line. I mean, you kind of got to go for it here. Oh, that'll give them 5 the easy way, and that'll maybe a first down for. So it's going to be encroachment on the Aces, and the 5 yards. We'll see. That might be a first down, and it should be for the Archers. If not, it's going to be 4th and inches rather than 4th and 5. So it is 4th and inches. So the 4th and 5 that was on the scoreboard was 4th and like 5.5. Because they are, I mean, if you look at the markers, they're not completely accurate, but they're about a foot shy of moving the chains here. Quick handoff, and that should get them their first down as they power the ball down to near the 35-yard line. Ball carried by number 33, Austin Wade. Wade gets them to the 35-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Archers. And at this point, Antwerp will call their second timeout to stop the clock and give them a little bit of time to huddle up and think about what they want to do here. Again, they have to get 12 points to get the clock back to normal operation. So I doubt that they're really discussing that. I think that what they're probably doing is they're using the opportunity here to work on some things that will hopefully help them out as they move into Week 10 and looking ahead to next season. Want to make sure they're on the same page and, you know, give the Antwerp Archers credit. They have played hard this entire game, and they're not giving up. They're playing it out, and that's what you got to do. So timeout ends. Clock starts rolling again. Schutte comes back out into the shotgun. Schutte under pursuit. Schutte puts the ball in the air, caught and taken out of bounds almost immediately at about the 22-23-yard line. Like I said, Reyes made the grab and was sort of shuttled out of bounds automatically. Of course, out of bounds plays like that do not stop the clock when the running clock is in effect, so time keeps ticking away. Ball at the 23-yard line for the Archers. Schutte puts a man in motion, takes a snap, and hands it off to Reyes. Reyes looking to turn the corner, and he is dropped. Might have got a yard. But Reyes brought down inbounds. And looks like they might give him a couple of yards down to about the 22. So that'll make it 3rd and about 8, a long 7, 8, I don't know. Third and a short 9, I guess would be the best way to do it. And that's going to be a keeper for Schutte. Schutte heading towards the end zone. He's going to make it in. And he does. Blake Schutte scrambles in from 22 yards out for the Archers' second touchdown of the night to make it 49-14. Close the gap a little bit. That'll stop the clock with 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Still a 35-point advantage for the Aces, so not enough with the score to return the clock to normal operation. But I'm sure the Archers are going to come out and get set for the 2-point conversion to make it 49-16. Get a 33-point advantage. Schutte rolling out, puts the ball in the air, caught, and the 2-point conversion is a success. So it's 49-16 now, as the Archers get their second score of the night, draw themselves a little closer. They're still down by 33, 49-16. But they are able to punch another one in. We'll get ready for the onside kick, I'm sure. That'll be coming up. So they'll try to get the ball back right away. Three minutes, 15 seconds left to go in week number 9's football game here. Senior night at Aces Field. So far, it's been a pretty good one for the Aces faithful as they see their team up by 33 here in the closing part of the fourth quarter. Been a banner night for young Mason Comiso. He had quite the evening. And again, they're giving some of the younger Aces players the opportunity to get out on the field here. They do have some more of the starting lineup here for the kickoff, though, because, again, they're going to want to try to avoid turning the ball over on the onside kick. So Comiso is out there, as are Turnbull and Langham. So they've got their good hands people out there to make sure they don't turn the ball over. It's a high kick. It'll be caught at about the 32-yard line. Coming back towards us, shaking one tackle, and popped pretty darn good. That's number 22, Brody Balzer. Balzer made the catch and returns the ball out to just about midfield. Looks like they're going to say he actually got across midfield to the Antwerp 49-yard line. He took a shot at the end of that play that knocked him out of bounds. But not before, like I said, we'll see where they're going to mark it, and they're going to have a timeout called by the Archers. So Ayersville's going to call their final timeout. Ball's going to be marked at the Antwerp 49-yard line. And that's where the Aces will take over on offense with 2:57 left in the game. The running clock in effect. And the Aces with a 33-point lead over the Archers at this point, 49-16. So the Aces looking good to break 500 again and up their overall record to 5-4 here tonight. Pick up another win in the Green Meadows Conference. That'll be 3 wins in the conference. They've already beaten Ayersville, and they beat the Rams last week. And the Archers tonight, so losses to Fairview and Edgerton. So 3-2 in the GMC. Klima gets the snap, hand off. And I think that was Balzer getting to about the 48-yard line. I have to correct myself. That was number 26, Hunter Betts, with the carry. Klima going to hang on to it himself. Aaron Klima with some running room. Klima going to take it down to about the 35-yard line, and flags fly at the end of the play. Clock rolling at 1:49, and they'll stop the clock long enough, and it's going to be against the Archers. So they'll mark that off and move the ball down to the 20. So it's going to be the 15-yard variety. So that's going to take it all the way down to the 20-yard line for the Aces with 1:45 and the clock rolling. So it was a 15-yarder, so it was a personal foul of some sort. I think it was the 15-yard face mask that was called against Klima, so they must have grabbed his face mask to bring him down at the end of the play. And into the end zone, touchdown, Aces. So that's Betts going into the end zone to score a varsity touchdown. And again, sometimes people are like, oh man, you're really piling it out here at the end of the game. But these are the younger kids. They don't get that, they don't get that much playing time, and you really can't fault them. They get the opportunity to score in a varsity game for taking advantage of it. 55-16 with 1:22. And they'll bring Tunis back out for the extra point. And that one looks pretty good, but it's not. See, I can't see very well from this vantage point myself, so it goes wide to the right. So the score remains 55-16, and the Archers will get ready to get the ball back with 1:22 to work on. Brian's all excited. He's starting to peel off some of the layers. He's warming up here in the press box. So the Aces faithful on their feet. They're feeling good here tonight. The cheerleaders are going to town. The senior cheerleaders got a special sash presented to them tonight, so you can tell who the senior gals are on the cheerleading squad. They got the sash on. Just like if you were watching the band perform, the Aces Pride, you saw that the seniors had special sashes that they were wearing that were different from the regular red sashes. And the seniors on the football team, well, they just get the joy and satisfaction of putting a whooping on the on the Antwerp Archers tonight and getting the W on senior night. Ball's caught back at about the 15-yard line. Still on his feet, that's Sproles. Sproles takes it across the 25. So Sproles gets it out to, it looks like about the 27-yard line, so about a 12-yard return. Stops the clock with 57 seconds. Tunis comes off the field. Travian is one of the seniors, playing the last home game on Aces field of his career here tonight. So, along with Jacob Miller, Jonah Gipple, Braden Langham, Mason Comiso, Hunter Betts, Brant Balzer, and Travian Tunis. Those are the seniors on the roster. This will be their last home game on the gridiron here at Aces Field tonight. Snap, Schutte dropping back, puts the ball in the air, caught by Sproles. Sproles heads to the sideline. Sproles up the sideline, and he's dragged down at about the 40-yard line, and that'll probably be the last play of the game. They cannot stop the clock. 4, 3, 1, and that's it. They are not able to get up to the line of scrimmage with enough time left to snap the ball. time expires, and it is all over here on senior night. And it's a commanding victory for the Aces as they knock off the visiting Antwerp Archers 55-16, the final score. And again, career night for Mason Comiso, I think. The young man, again, had another great outing, including a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. That's what you call a pick six. Pick 106, I guess, whatever. And I think that they made an announcement that he had broken some school record, or they made his name in the. So I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to find out for you. So we'll fill in that information hopefully when we are talking to you next week from down at Wayne Trace. But again, it's a big win for the Aces tonight on senior night as the crowd starts to head out towards the exits. We want to say a big thank you, as this will be the last home game that we are here at Aces Field. So we want to say, first off, a huge thank you to Misters Overmeyer and Jeff Hott. Paul Overmeyer, Jeff Hott, the co-athletic directors. Again, what a couple of great guys to work with, taking care of us all season long, making sure we have our space and everything is all ready for us, and we have rosters and everything. Cannot thank them enough. And again, just the entire staff at the athletic department here at Hicksville, just a great group of people to work with, and the people that are next door in the announcing booth, always helping us out, answering any questions we have, and helping us fill in blanks on rosters and everything else. Cannot thank them enough. Always a pleasure, and already kind of looking forward to being back here next year when the 2020 football season gets underway. I want to thank again to our football broadcast underwriters, Jim Schmidt Family of Automotive Dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot. Hey, don't forget they got that new dealership building under construction. It's going to be something when they get that finished, and can't wait to tell you more about that as time goes by. And, of course, online, anytime. Check out the inventory and everything else you need to know about the dealerships at jimschmidtauto.com. Most of all, though, we want to thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the coverage tonight. We're not done yet. Next week, week number 10, we're on the road down in Raider country. So we'll make the trip down to Haviland for the Aces matching up with Wayne Trace to finish up the 2019 season. Because, again, it doesn't look like there's any way the Aces are going to be able to make it to week number 11 this year. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Again, 55-16, your final score here at Aces Field tonight. Big win for the Aces on senior night. And for Brian Williams, running the camera this evening, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.